Regard. Vite. Is that good?
Yeah. Allons-y.
Allons-y, ma chouchou.
Coucou, chouchou.
Parlez une news.
Parlez une news.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think that means?
Speak the news.
Mm-hmm.
J'ai parlé une news. Right.
It's like I'm in France all of a sudden.
What's French for news then?
Les nouvelles.
J'ai parlé les nouvelles.
Is it nouveau or nouvelle?
Ha 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 ha! Look at you.
I think it's les nouvelles.
Close up on Ida now.
I just had a blank. No, let's not do that. I'm in my pajamas. I'm ready to go to bed.
Speak more French, Ida.
Bonjour.
Do the
Qu'est-ce
French.
qui se passe? Comment ça va?
Tell French people what we're about to tell.
On est en train de dormir, mais on a décidé de parler du podcast.
Oui, the podcast.
Oui,
First of all, we would like to say before the frivolity and shoes, Black Lives Matter. There was a pause yesterday. Now on with the show, but keeping our minds firmly where it's supposed to be.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, mwah, to you all,
and prayers
go out to,
and our thoughts with those taking action on the floor, against this horrible thing that's happened.
So, they said you got a good French accent.
Oh, merci beaucoup.
Okay, so listen.
Ça fait du temps que je parle français, alors comme ça je me trompe tout le temps.
No,
mais j'essaie.
No, your French is good.
J'essaie de parler, mais je dois le pratiquer. Vraiment, je dois le pratiquer.
Your French was good. It's not just practical. I understood.
No,
see?
You didn't. I said I need to practice it. I haven't practiced it.
Just agree with me.
Okay, I'm agreeing with you. You're French. You got it. You nailed it.
Okay, reason why that we're here is to say hello first and foremost, but to remind people to go and download our podcast, Staying at Home with the Williamses. It's free. If you've never downloaded a podcast before or listened to one, why don't you start now?
Yeah, do you know what I did before we started doing podcasts and listening to podcasts? I didn't realize, now that sounds good, that podcasts are free, but they are free. They're epic. They're great.
I listen to podcasts every night.
You're the one that introduced me to podcasts, and I love them. I find them so soothing.
I love podcasts. They help me to sleep.
Has anyone listened
or keep me entertained when I can't.
Has anyone listened to our podcast, and has it helped you sleep?
Yeah. For anybody.
I really like them for road trips, too. Like when you've got road trips and you just want to listen to something, or like at the gym. But,
can I just say, lots of people have been saying and leaving nice comments too, which is how the podcast is rated. They work on a system where you've got to listen to it, but not only have you got to listen to it, you've got them rate it for some reason.
Yeah, by the way, thank you to anyone and everyone that has rated the podcast. Not only listened to it and downloaded it, but rated it, because I saw there were a lot of 5 stars, which made me really happy.
That made me really happy too.
Because that's nice feedback. We're doing this because we want to keep everyone entertained and happy. So when you guys write 5 stars, it means that we're doing it right, and we want to keep going and keeping it at a 5-star level for you.
And also, we love doing them.
Yeah, we love them.
So it'd be nice if it was successful, as well as having a love for doing it, because
yeah, we have a lot of fun.
We have a lot of fun doing it.
I think along with the Corona Okie and the doodling and the this and that, the quarantine podcast has really kept us going. It's been a new addition.
I've written 24 new songs in the last 3 weeks.
You have been writing steadily.
Since Corona Okie stopped, it has given me space to go out and record new songs. Yeah. Boom. Get in.
And recording them, I'd like to add in our house with just an iPhone.
Vicky Rathbone says, my daughter is listening to your podcast so she can write a review for school.
Oh, you know what? I hope we get a great review. If you write the review, we will... Can you respond to the reviews?
No. It's not that. It's just there's a load of swear words.
Oh, yeah, there are a lot of words.
And they come from you.
They don't always come from me. Most of them come from you. Or at least it's a 50-50 split. Well, I hope we get a good review on the report. And apologies for the bad language.
Karat says, Ida, you are beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
How sweet is that?
That's very sweet. I'm just literally in pre-bed mode in my pajamas, face is clean. That feels like a victory.
I dreamt of you tonight. I was selling you a house in Italy, said somebody there. So
That
there
sounds
you go.
fantastic. It sounds fabulous.
Sing us a line from your new songs. God, there's so many.
Yeah, there's so many.
There are so
What about
many.
the one about Coco that she's been here before?
Oh, she's been here before, and she was adored. She holds the light magnificently, shows me exactly who and what she's always been. She's been here before, when love was the law. It's very, very
Love
nice.
that. Coco is going to be an old soul and a matriarch because she's a Spitfire. She's triple Leo, triple awesome, triple cool. And I'm glad that she's finally getting a song because she deserves a song.
Charlie got a song called Motherfucker.
I know, I feel like, well, I actually love that song, so it's
No,
fine. But
it's amazing.
But can I just say that, like, Teddy's is like Go Gentle, and Coco's is like You've Been Here Before, and Charlie's is like Motherfucker. So Bo's is gonna have to be like the follow up, like I'm a bad motherfucker, or like
No, it'll be.
Just like
I got an idea for it, but
Okay,
there's no way you could use that language.
No, let's not use bad language. Let's nicen up the joint with some pretty language.
Yeah.
Let's clean up the joint with our mouths.
What instantly came to mind was...
No, just leave it.
Okay. You're awake early, Rob, says Sally at Parsons. We are...
Awake late.
We're awake late. We're not in the UK. Real and humble. Thank you, Victoria. It's a widely kept secret about me.
What about your humbleness?
It's just not out there.
Well, because you don't come off as humble, but you really are humble.
No, I know.
You can come off like an a-hole sometimes.
No, I know I come
and
off
arrogant
as
and all those
egoic.
things.
I get it.
You're not most of those things.
But I fortunately, it's never put people off returning to one of my shows, which I'm very grateful. And the people that think that I am egoic, full of myself, and think I'm amazing, have got it so wrong. They must also think that Danny Dyer runs a pub. So there you go.
Does he not run a pub?
He does not. No. Always been on board. Patsy Palmer, that is so weird. I just did an EastEnders reference.
Is
and
Patsy
then
Palmer there?
Boom!
Hi, Patsy Palmer.
Chickadee, check that out. The universe working.
Before you riggedy wreck yourself, right?
Oh, babe. Much love, darling.
Much love.
Yeah, much love to you. Bless you. And you too. You're an angel. People make me laugh when people say you're like that, says Katie B. Yeah, I know. They've bought that idea, but okay.
Well, there's moments. I've had those thoughts myself.
No, but people run with that and think you mean it.
I know. Sorry, I shouldn't joke.
That's all right, darling.
Your sense of humor is not one of your traits. I shouldn't joke.
That's another thing. I'm incredibly earnest. Any more online gigs, Rob? Not at the minute.
I want to get suggestions for the podcast because we started... Was anyone there the other day when we had the conversation about the podcast? And we started writing down suggestions on what you guys want us to talk about. Does anyone have any suggestions that was either there for the chat or not there for the chat? Because I feel like we get some fresh ideas tonight.
Okay, so just if you are joining us on this live, we are promoting our podcast. Staying at
home with the Williamses.
Staying or stay?
Staying.
Staying at home with the Williamses.
Because that's what we're doing.
Michael Ed Race says cooking. Funny you should mention that.
Well, funny you should mention that because on the next podcast, that is included in the conversation. Robbie Williams may or may not do some cooking in our kitchen.
Who's the bigger diva at home? No, seriously, who's the bigger diva at home?
No, seriously, you are the bigger diva.
What makes me the bigger diva?
Just all of it. Just name it.
Okay, name one thing that makes me the bigger diva.
When you wake up.
What, because I wake up late?
Yeah.
I need to sleep for my mental health.
I need 16 hours of sleep for my mental health.
That's right.
And after that, I need another 2 hours to fully wake up. So at dinner time, I can be fully present for that meal.
That's right. Thank you for understanding. Does that make me a diva? No, it doesn't. Okay, so more, please.
More, please. On what?
More ideas.
Yeah, we need more podcast ideas.
Which podcast? There are loads to choose from. Yvonne Phillips, we're talking about our podcast, Staying at Home with the Williamses.
Staying at Home with the Williamses.
Spirituality.
I do like the spirituality. We got religion and faith the other day as a suggestion. I think we should touch on spirituality because I feel like it's taking different forms for people in quarantine. And we've experienced our own version of spirituality with our meditations. It'd be good to explore.
Okay.
Maybe we could do a guided meditation on the podcast.
Oh, watch the ratings plummet.
We just have 5 minutes of silence and then everyone switches off.
I've always fancied doing like a guided meditation and then just putting it up on my website.
Why don't you just do that then?
Feels a bit... I mean, like, it's meant... My aim is true, but doesn't it feel a bit wanky?
Could be.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, why don't we just talk about spirituality on a podcast and see if we get reviews that are good on it.
People are asking about the paintings. They're not paintings.
They're scarves.
They are scarves.
They're vintage scarves that I framed. Vintage scarves. And every time Coco sees that one with the horsies, she goes like this. She goes...
Do you know she did her own impression of Donald Duck today and she can do it?
Did she?
She went...
She also likes going, honey. I don't know where she gets it from, but she goes, honey. And when she sees cake, she goes, happy, happy, happy,
happy.
Me happy.
She thinks cake's called happy.
Which is kind of right.
Okay, so more suggestions, please. Any new tattoo ideas? Yes, I do have a tattoo idea.
Oh, gosh.
Ida won't let me do it.
You haven't told me what it is, but I already know it's going to be something.
No, you know what it is.
What is it? Is it on your face or something?
Well, I wouldn't mind one just there.
No.
See? I don't have dominion over my own body anymore, folks. That's what's happened.
No, you said I do.
Parenting hacks is good.
Parenting hacks is great. I definitely want to do a podcast on parenting hacks.
Mm-hmm. Aliens.
Yeah, but does that relate to quarantine life?
I could get a whole podcast series out of that.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's related to us staying at home.
Well, that's the reason why I'm up so late.
Because you're looking for UFOs?
No, because they visit me.
Oh, that.
There's something that will be taken out of context and the
yeah.
humour removed out of it and then reported it as I'm being visited. Because that's what happens.
Yeah.
No, not on your face, please. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it there. It's not my. That's not my face. That's my head.
Yeah, it's just part of your face.
You pick it.
Pick what?
What I can have there as a tattoo.
No, just stop touching yourself. Just let it be nice and you.
But if you would pick something to put there, what would you put there?
I'm not playing that game.
Play that game.
I'm not playing that game. I'm gonna write biggest diva in the house. That's what I'd write. Biggest diva in the house.
Anybody not know? Do you want to show them around my hair that I cut myself?
I've cut his hair, if you can tell, happening. And then the front. You tried to get the whole thing, but you couldn't reach it all. Maybe we could talk about beauty tips in quarantine, because I've experienced a few.
God, I'd be so bored.
Well, you've been manscaping and shaving.
Why don't you do that one on yours?
No. I mean, I'm just exploring the territory with you. I got one of those weird, from Amazon, those like blackhead suckers. Has anyone ever got one of those? I'd always been curious, so I got a blackhead sucker because I have one of those horrible mirrors. It's like a 10x mirror that basically just makes you feel inadequate every time you go near it. So I got one of those blackhead suckers, and I like literally bruised myself just trying to. Of course, I didn't read the manual, which is probably a wise thing, but I kind of wanted to just get right to it. Does anyone else get like that? Like they just kind of skip the manual? It kind of felt pretty self-explanatory, but I realized in hindsight that the manual was useful.
Oh, well, that's a good idea. Give Rob a beauty treatment and have him review his experience.
Yeah, see?
I like that.
I could give you a facial and a back wax, and we could just see how that goes.
Why has it just got to be like me being the fish out of water and being tested on?
Well, because you are like a savage animal and don't groom all the time. So you're kind of like virgin territory. There's like many blackheads to get and lots of hairs to tweeze. We could do a whole spa treatment on you. We could do your hair. We could do your eyebrows. We could do the facial, the waxing.
Sleeping
I'm
tips.
even willing to try a back sack and crack for you.
I want to get rid of all of that.
So do I. I'd like you to get rid of all that too.
Yeah.
Sleep tips. Those ones we struggle with. Henceforth, why we're up at midnight.
Getting the kids involved with creating a beautiful garden or a fairy garden could be cool.
Well, I also think the kids would enjoy the beauty treatment because I feel like Teddy and Charlie would love to do your makeup.
Somebody just sent regards from Sandbach, and then they put near Tunstall. I know where Sandbach is. Hello,
where is Sandbach?
Sandbach is near Tunstall, where I'm from.
Okay, well, that gives me no further clues.
Coffee tips. There's a service station there, darling.
Oh, okay.
Barney Harrison says Liam Gallagher. Nothing but love. Nothing but love, man.
What else could we talk about on our podcast? What other suggestions are you getting? What did everyone like who listened to the podcast?
If you just joined us...
Let's call somebody who's listened to the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Let's call somebody that's listened to the podcast. If you've just joined us, we're talking about our podcast.
Yeah. So tell us your favorite part, and then we'll pick the person.
It's called Staying at Home with the Williamses.
We'll pick the person who writes in about the podcast.
Do you know where Houston is? Yeah.
Yes, of course.
It's where the Oilers are. Fave service stations. Love that. What a great idea.
That's a great one.
Yeah. Kiel. Kiel's my favourite service station in the whole world.
I don't know my favorite service station, but there's a valet in Beverly Hills that's pretty fancy.
Yeah, Kiel is the service station at Sandbach. Service station. Sandbach is in between two service stations. I get mixed up. And from Mal from Berlin, Germany, greetings. Okay. The Sherlocks, how's the golf going, Robbie? It goes good.
Oh, the golf video games.
Yeah. Oh.
Has someone called in about their favorite part of the podcast, the last podcast?
I'm sorry, I've not listened to it. Talk to me, though. Yeah, no.
You gotta listen to it if you want us to call.
Yeah. Swear words.
Lots of them.
Hello from Finland. We could talk about the use of swear words.
Yeah,
what have you both do if you have a day where no one knew you? That happens every day in America. Something really bizarre happened to me at Kiel Services. Highlights of your career. Should we call Julie and ask what the bizarre thing that happened to them at Kiel Services was?
You might want to call someone from the podcast too.
Okay, anybody heard the podcast? Anybody heard the podcast? Is it true you're looking for another hair transplant? Yeah, I'd do another hair transplant. Your podcast was great. What made you pick Sarah Milligan? She's great. What we got is of all crimes were legal for 24 hours. Rodeo Drive, bitches! Conspiracy for the podcast. Pop. Not yet. No. Podcast. Just people are saying podcast.
Yeah, they need to tell us what their favorite part of the podcast
I blame my
was.
men for not being to listen. Okay, well
we need to...
Lucy.
Let's call Lucy.
She's always good value, Lucy.
Okay, let's call Lucy.
She's one of the champions. Remember the champions?
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for Lucy.
Lucy, are you there?
Are you there, Lucy? Is it too early for you, Lucy? Do you not want to appear in public?
I totally get that, Lucy.
Without painted face.
This is a questionable thing.
Hi,
Lucy.
Hello.
Oh, you look really healthy.
Yeah,
I have just literally woken up, so I'm going to open the curtain so you can see me.
Hi, Lucy.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Do you have 2 boys, right?
No, I've got a girl and a boy.
Oh, girl and a boy. I knew you had 2 kids. I don't know why I thought
yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
How have you been? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
How is your Wednesday is very brief because you just got up.
Literally just woken up, yeah.
We wanted to ask you what your favorite part of the podcast was because you've listened to it.
I have, yeah.
What did you think? First episode in.
Yeah, I loved it, yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember what you talked about now.
It all goes by in the blink of an eye, and it's all nonsense anyway. But we're hoping that it makes you feel you're entertained, We're hoping that it's something nice to concentrate and block out the noise of everyday life. And the hub, have we achieved that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is your quarantine going?
Yeah, it's good.
Was it
Matt's working and I'm not working.
Okay, you're gonna have to give us a little bit more than that.
How are the kids handling it? Did they go back to school? Because didn't the schools just go back, or are they still home?
No, they're still home because they're not the age that can go back.
What were the age groups? Like really year 1 and year 6, or I can't remember. What were the age
groups? Year 1 and year 6.
So you could go back, Rob.
Are you scared about letting them go back?
A bit, but I actually work in the school, so.
We are pro school and pro going back to school and pro safety and all is good and nothing bad will happen.
I try and keep Rob socially distanced in bed, but sometimes it doesn't work.
What time do you have to be there?
No, I'm not working at the moment because I'm a dinner lady, and so.
I see. So do they
select people back at the moment?
Do they have to bring their own food then?
Yeah, they're gonna have to. Well, no, they can have a picnic lunch, so they can
like a box of free.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Is that Matt?
Hi, Matt.
Hey guys.
You look as though you've been up at least an hour, Matt.
Yeah, yes.
I've been up an hour, yeah.
Matt looks like he's worked out and showered and is like ready for the day.
Have you, Matt?
No, I haven't. I go running every other day. I do about 5 miles. So this morning was a day off.
Matt's a fitness man. I can tell.
I've seen Matt and his running pictures.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of Matt for getting up and doing that.
Matt, you just can feel wellness coming off of Matt.
Yeah. Matt's not confused at the break of day. Look, he just wakes up and he goes, "Hi, it's Matt.
Yeah,
I'm ready for
every day, Rob. Every day. Rob, you've got to get up and go and get them, haven't you?
You've got to live. You've got to live up to that second name of yours.
I feel like Matt probably wakes up with that emoji. That's the like. Arm doing this.
Yeah.
That's his wake up emoji.
Do you know the secret meditation? You know that.
See?
Have you been meditating?
He's got the secret, man. Matt knows what's up.
We did a bit of that last week.
Matt's having.
Yeah. And we did a bit of meditating last week, but of course for us, having not been meditating for a while, it was literally like going into a gym and trying to lift the heaviest weights and expecting yourself to lift the heaviest weights, but not being able to because it takes time. That's what happens with people that meditate. They just go, I can't turn this off. But it's because they're new, right?
But that's why it's called practice.
That's
so you have to keep practicing it.
Like
you don't go to the gym and get big biceps straight away, do you?
You're good, Matt.
Matt's good. Matt, have you listened to the podcast?
I haven't yet.
Oh, Matt, on your run tomorrow.
You know what? I've got to be honest. I haven't too much.
Matt, in the eyes, right here.
But you should do.
On your run.
I will listen to it on my run. Actually, it's a very good point. Is it? Yeah.
It's like 30 minutes, so you can even add music afterwards if you want to go for a long one or just a quick run.
I promise you I'm going to do that.
People are calling it a fascinating insight.
Is that you? Are you the people calling it a fascinating
I'm the person that called it a fascinating insight. Anyway, listen, you are my favourite champions. Have a great day. Be well.
Thank you, Williamses. Lovely to speak
to
you.
Lovely to speak to you. Wednesday.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye. So that's the champs there.
And now that's a picture of our TV.
How do I turn it around?
You turn it around like that. Thank goodness there wasn't anything weird on our TV.
Yes, it is something that we are talking about.
By the way,
podcast.
Hold on.
The podcast, Staying at Home with the Williamses, is free. If you've never had a podcast before, now is the time.
I love free shit.
And if it is the first time you've downloaded a podcast, it will instantly be your favorite podcast that you've ever listened to.